I'm Max who's probably know me if you see my other videos. And do you know about the Mario movie that came out recently? The It. I went to see it. And it was a pretty good movie. Like it was a really good movie, and I'd recommend seeing it. But if I'm being honest, I have a few complaints, and my family had a few complaints too, and I'm possibly gonna be talking about them. And it's not that it was a bad movie. It was better than the first one. It was a lot more like Mario-y. But it could have been better. And I'm going to be talking about things that they should have done, or should do in the sequel. Stuff like that. Okay? And once again, I would recommend seeing it. I'm not saying it's a bad movie. I'm just going to tell you about things I think should have made it, could have made it better. Okay? So, first thing. They should have made the movie longer. That. It was, if I'm being honest, it was kind of sold for a movie. They could have done more. I know that. Because it was actually a pretty slow movie. I mean, it was kind of long, but it could have been longer. It was a little short compared to a normal movie. And I think if they made it longer, they'd be able to fit more things in there and maybe make it better. Don't know. But once again, that doesn't mean it's a bad movie. Like I said, don't know. It was really good. I'd like to say it's better. I'm good. That's stuff you have. But if you saw the first Mario movie, the live action one, that came out a while ago, it's a lot better than that. I think it could have been more successful if they didn't call it a Mario movie. Have you seen the first ever Mario movie, the live action one that came out a long time ago? It could have done better if they didn't call it a Mario movie. It's about dinosaurs. It's about dinosaurs, plumbers, and machines that turn people into dinosaurs. And dinosaurs into people. It could have been the dinosaur movie could, the Mario could have been better if they didn't call it a Mario movie. It's like, you know what? Let's do this. To attract attention, we're gonna name all these characters after Mario characters and call it a Mario movie so they can come watch our movie even though it's nothing to do with Mario. Like that was what they were thinking. Also, there was this whole thing where the princess, it was Daisy, the other princess, dad got turned into fungus, I think. Yeah. And they had this whole thing about trust the fungus. That's what Luigi says. It was supposed to be like some wise word. It's like, may the force be with you. May the fungus be with you. You know that scene in Star Wars where Obi-Wan's voice is saying to Luke, lose the force. That's if it was lose the fungus, Luke. Lose the fungus. I mean, like, a very odd saying. That's a very odd saying, if you ask me. Okay, I'm probably talking too much about this. But anyway, I still think they still made the movie longer. And now to get into, complaints I can talk about more. Next complaint. Made Luigi more important. Well, everyone know Luigi? You know Mario's brother? He got his own ghost-busting business. Had his own spin-offs. Hunted ghosts. He's a coward. Luigi? He wasn't that important in the movie, if I'm being honest. It's like Peach was more important. She was a damsel in distress. She was more like a kick-butt princess. Like butt-kicking people. But it's like Luigi took a place. Because Mario's trying to rescue him. When I saw a trailer, I was thinking like, Mario goes after Luigi, and Luigi has to survive until then, stand up against Elsa and just try to avoid getting captured. But no, he gets captured immediately. Even if he did get captured, he could have done a prison break thing, Mario going to save Luigi and Luigi surviving until then. Also they could have given him, what was it called? The ghost vacuum. I think it may have been Poltergeist or something like that. That's what that was what was called. Some sort of ghost factor and just suck up a ghost. Why didn't they give him that? He could have gone and sucked up. Like, the way it should have been more important. It should have been more important. I'm just saying. Okay, next one. Lucy. Lucy wasn't it. Believe me, it's actually true. Lucy was not in it. What was Egg was in it? Okay. In like a credit scene, like after all the credits, it still says Egg, which I think was like a wedding gift for Bowser when he tried to marry Peach. It was left behind in Brooklyn, Mario's home, and it hatched. So I'm pretty sure Lucy's like coming to the big city. And something like that. Stuff like that. But let's say Lucy kind of could have been in it. He could have been. It's Lucy. Who didn't want to see Lucy in the movie? So I guess it does set up a sequel pretty well. And I get why they did it. It's just they could have put Lucy in it and come upside down. Well, Lucy could be like the Mushroom Kingdom is spilling into Brooklyn, like it's gonna get crazy in the sequel. They're making one. That'd be very disappointing if they don't make one, Lucy's. So they never get to see Lucy. That'd be very disappointing. But Lucy, he eats people. They come out as eggs. He got his own spin-off series too. Anyone ever played like Lucy's Island or Lucy's Woolly World? Like all those Lucy games. They saved Mario and Luigi as babies. They never would have been. They never would have been able to save Peach if it wasn't for him. He's a hero. Point is Lucy. Where is Lucy? Where's the Lucy man? Okay, next one. Peach's backstory. Well, okay, they gave Peach's backstory a little. Well, they made Peach. They gave her a whole new personality. Like, see. He's like, pow, 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 and she can hold her own. Like, she can take care of herself. She doesn't need a plumber to do it for her anymore. She's a very strong woman now. A very strong princess, I guess. So yeah, Mario, the services are no longer needed. Well, I guess except to save Luigi now, because Luigi is a weakling. That's one of my complaints. Apparently. Because he doesn't have his vacuum. But anyway. Peach apparently arrived there and has no memory of that. Well, she kind of does. She arrived in Mushroom Kingdom and the Toads raised her. But she doesn't know where she came from or like who her parents were. I just kind of expected more. Well, so they do give her a backstory, and that could be explained in the sequel. And I was kind of hoping for an explanation. Well, I guess it might be, if I'm being honest, it might just be better if we don't know that, because like maybe they're in the sequel or something like that. But I'm saying I kind of want, I don't know where she came from. Who knows? Is she Mario's twin brother? What, maybe not twin. Is she secretly Mario's big brother? I mean, no, big sister. Oh, sorry. Big sister. It's not. Who knows? Well, that would be really weird. But who knows? Where did she? Maybe she's Bowser Jr.'s mom. And that's why Bowser's after her. Maybe she got amnesia. And now Bowser thinks like these people are trying to take away his wife. And he's trying to marry her to remarry. Maybe they got divorced. Who knows? Who knows? It could get really weird. Okay, let's move on. Okay, more power-ups. Like, power-ups. I mean, they showed a good thing of power-ups. Like, it showed the cat. It showed him in, like, that squirrel outfit. It showed him it had the star. It even had power-ups from Mario Kart. He had the mushroom, that makes him bigger. That makes him small. The star, that makes him kill everything. That was fun. Okay, they had a lot of power-ups. I was kind of know what that star? Maybe they could have changed this here. No, the star makes you invincible. What if it gave you every single power-up at once? The flying suit, the ice fire, the mega, all the weird and strange power-ups and normal power-ups all mixed into one. And then you could like combo Bowser insanely. Pow, pow, pow. It's like it just turns it, because the star and the dangles turns them into like glowing plumbers, and then they beat Bowser up. Like, okay. But not just power-ups. Let me explain more. more weapons, like more devices like that, not just power. But no, I told you about how Luigi should have the ghost vacuum thing. What about Flood? Anyone remember Flood from Super Mario Sunshine? Squirting water at like giant pain monsters? The good old days when, I don't know, when Mario games were, well, I'm not sad to say old because like it was, you know, this game's kind Super Mario Sunshine's pretty. Flood, they should have brought back Flood or something. Like it would have been cool. Like imagine like squirting water at opponents. Or Cappy. Do you remember Cappy from Super Mario Odyssey? Odyssey, then what if he had that at too? Like, and he could possess people. He could possess Bowser, like he did in Super Mario Odyssey. Just like more stuff for Mario. Give Mario more power. Make Mario the plumber god. Make Mario the plumber Jesus. Bad example, probably, but like power. Mario needs more power. Being invincible with a magical star isn't enough. He needs to be immortal. He needs to be all powerful. Okay. Next, a different boss fight. Well, fight in this case. Still, the Mario boss fight was really creative. Well, kind of. Then, it was like a wedding, and there were giant missiles and bombs, and it was just boom, 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 and then they took it to Brooklyn. But then Mario and Luigi like saves Mario with like those things on sewers or sign, whatever they're called. Odd. Then but like, and then they just go on and do like a big combo instead, and then Bowser, they put a tiny mushroom in Bowser's mouth, and turn him in, like then they put him in a jar, stuff like that. Then yeah, this could have been different. Wanna know how? This big boy Bowser, with fireballs the size of, well, about the size of normal sized him, maybe. Like here, big Bowser shoots fireballs the size of Bowser's. What I'm saying is, big Bowser. How could there be a big Bowser? Glad you asked. With a star. Did not that star that makes more invincible? What if it did something different for Bowser? Like, what if he ate it and then grew to big Bowser and became like King Kong in Brooklyn? Like, breaking buildings down, and then Mario, Luigi, Peach, Donkey Kong, Toad would all have to. Donkey Kong's in the movie. Hey, well, I guess if they saw a trend, I didn't know that. So, like all have to take him down out together, and then they like bring him down out and stuff. Point is, it'd be kind of cool if Bowser was like boom, dun, dun. It's like a horror movie monster. Like somebody can make that much lava so up like that. It has to be dangerous. Makes him look intimidating. Okay, here's my last complaint. And that'd be nice. I think my biggest. I'm really mad about this, if I'm being honest. I really want these guys to be in it. See these guys? See like these decorations here? Guess what? They're not decorations. They are Koopa Kids. The Koopa Kids. Pretty much the ones who lose these kidnap Pete's to begin with nowadays. Because I guess Bowser's too old to do it now. Like, Koopa Kids do all the work when I think about it. Like, Bowser, you only fight Bowser when you make it to the castle. The Koopa Kids do all the kidnapping, they hold you off. They do most of the work. Like, you guys will sell me the clown cards, like kidnapping people, but they won't sell the Koopa Kids? Why would they sell the Koopa Kids? Like, did they get made Bowser, like, less intimidating? I mean, like, he sung a romantic ballad on the piano about Pete's. That, having kids. Seriously. Like, villain can have kids. Do villains sing romantic ballads on the piano? Not be saying it ain't ballad. I don't think I'm saying it right. I'll work on that. I'll work on saying that. But still, like, you don't even have to give me all the Koopa Kids. This, like, at least give me Bowser Jr. In the sequel, you can give me Bowser Jr. in the sequel. Maybe it might be a little confusing where they've been all this time. They didn't come for his dad's wedding, apparently. But, like, where were they? Now? But don't think about that. Like, maybe Bowser's looking for Peach because, he wants a new mom for his kids. Because that happened to the other ones or something like that. What? And, like, why Bowser has kids and they never showed up. How do you plan to explain that? I have no idea, because that's the little job. I'm giving you ideas. See what you do with them. Don't expect me to do everything for you, unless you're a lot lazy people. Bowser Jr. Give me the Koopa Kids. Give me Bowser Jr. with his paint bus and Flame Mario. Like, Bowser got caps at the end. What if Bowser Jr.'s like the main villain of the second movie? He's like, I gotta go bust my pop out of jail. That would make a good storyline. Like, he could unite the Koopa Kids and they could all go to avenge their dad. And that'd be a good story. That point is, the Koopa Kids, like, if you got Flood, have Bowser Jr. Because then that'd be playing Mario. Koopa Kids. Get the Koopa Kids. Okay? And, well, that's it. Those are my complaints. So, like, it's still a good movie. It's a really good movie, and I recommend seeing it. It's a really good movie. So, lose this kind of stuff in the sequel, maybe. Some of the stuff would work in the sequel. Equal. Then now. The Mario movie is like a celebration of Mario. There's tons of jokes and, like, Mario Easter eggs. Like, it's like a celebration of Mario. I said that right, I think. Yeah. I'm just saying, they could use this stuff in the sequel. You hear that, people? The people who made Mario. You better be watching. You better be taking notes of this. Got it? 'Cause I'm serious. Put the Koopa Kids in it, and maybe some of the other stuff on this list. Still. No. Okay. Well. Bye. That's a goal. Peace out.